So Minecraft has a lot of mods. You can fly a dragon, get a girlfriend, both impossible for you in real life, I know. But what if you wanted to play them all? Play all the mods? It's All the Mods 8. 100 days with my buddy Just Kurt Boston. 3k likes and we'll do 200 days. And please consider subscribing if you enjoy the content. Alright, first things first. Mini melons! After that, I found myself a village and found myself a tower, which I quickly searched. There was sadly nothing inside. And so I decided to run around the village itself, stealing all of the goodies. I grabbed a bit of food, grabbed a bit of stone, where I headed back to the tower, where I noticed that there was actually a staircase that went down. So I'm going down there. Yeah, I'm not fighting that. No, thank you. Anyway, to quote myself 100 times in this video, I don't know what this is. It's just a floating ball. I can't touch it. I can't do anything with it, so I guess I'll just leave it. Next to the floating ball, though, there was a beacon that also had some extra free loot. Let's see what we got here. Minigun ammo. Minigun ammo. Well, alright then. Day 2 came and poisonous bugs. I found myself a poisonous bug. Anyway, I saw myself a blimp in the distance and decided to head towards it. After seeing this pyramid made of stone, which was definitely interesting. Also a dirt house. I mean, there was nothing inside of it, but it was still cool to see. Anyway, it was time to go into the pyramid, where this pyramid was made out of silverfish blocks. Annoying, but let's be honest, it's never going to be an issue.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Daniel, we've barely been playing. Don't die already.
I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die.
Don't do it. Don't die to silverfish, Daniel.
If I get into this cave, get into the cave. Oh my dear. Sort of in a bit of a pickle here. I'll come over when I can.
Okay.
No! God damn it! Broke. Okay, I'm up. I survived.
Alright, no problems. I am down. Oh, hey, a backpack, sweet. Now I just gotta figure out how to use it where... Oh, there you go, that was easy. And look at all this loot in these chests. I don't know how to use any of it. At least I have it, though. Oh, hey, diamonds. Moving on day 3, and I found myself a village in the tree with iron blocks, you say. Yoink. In this village, of course, there is more chests and more freebies than I can even imagine. And now that I'm done toying around in the village, it's time for me to actually head over to Austin. He found a nice place for us to set up. The only problem is that it's 2,000 blocks away, which is, of course, no biggie. Anyway, it is time to head over, where I found myself a spider's cave. Should I go in there? Nope, absolutely not. Absolutely 100% nope, I am leaving. And then my brain went full ADHD mode. Firstly, I found myself some... Oh, here we go. I found myself some black sand. Wonder what that does, if anything. And then I think the server froze. Maybe? Oh, no, there you go, we're good. And then I found myself another beacon tower. I had a look at the loot, though there wasn't really much here. And then I finally got myself to sleep for the night. Day 4, I awoke to a nice, peaceful day.
Oh my god! What is that?
What did you find?
I'm fighting a tornado.
You're fighting a tornado.
There is no way I could word that other than I'm fighting it.
I found myself a meteorite in the water. Now, the last time I opened a meteorite in the water, it caused my best friend to go crazy and try and kill me, so I decided that I wasn't going to spend 20 years trying to open this one up. Anyways, back towards Austin I go. Can't get distracted, just have to keep going. Oh, hey, a village, sweet. More free stuff that I don't know how to use, fantastic. And then it was more running, no more distractions, keep focused, and is that a blue tree? Is that a red tree? Alright, heading out on day 5, and I finally made my way towards Austin, where, things happen.
You are invisible. I can see you on the mini-map, but you are invisible.
Still invisible?
Oh, no. No longer invisible.
I think it was just Larry.
What the hell is happening?
After re-logging to fix the problem, I got myself a present. It can only be opened on the 25th. Well, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. This has all been recorded at this point. And we are home. I mean, it will be home eventually, which is kind of cool. It's time to play with some things. Alright, I'm already confused. It's been 2 seconds and I'm already confused. At least I can unload in my chests. Do need some extra chests though, so let me just make some. Oh, you can't make chests with this wood. Alright, let me try this wood instead. Nope, you can't use this one either. God damn it. You know what? You could never go wrong with oak. Let me just use oak. When day 6 came, one of the things that I picked up throughout my journeys was a supply camp, and so it's time for me to place it down. Can figure it out. Just give me a second. Perfect. There you go. This mod pack is cool. Oh yeah, this book. Oh, that's cool too.
All right, Dan, come here. This is now the Wandering Trader room. That makes it so that the Wandering Trader will only spawn on that block.
That is really cool.
So when we woke up on day 7, there was darkness, a weird lighting glitch just where we spawned, which was kind of weird. Also, the Wandering Traders map worked as well. We had now got 2 traders, didn't really have anything too spectacular to trade, and it was time for some caving. You see, Austin actually found himself caves in the time that he had been stuck around here, and so we headed towards one of them nearby. Anyway, it was into the caves where I found myself some night vision goggles. Let's go!
You know how my face always has the goggles on?
Yeah.
Well, now my face has the goggles on.
Oh!
So after finding myself a bunch of ores, not knowing how to use any of them, and do we hear? I hear music. Do you hear music?
Yep, it was the creeper.
Anyway, deeper into the cave we go, and death. So much death. My god, there's a lot of death. Oh, a chest. Nope! More bad things. Oh my god, please help. Hey, necklace, neat. Hey, a stone turd. I'm not really sure what that is. Here's a status update on day 8. The caves, they're hard. There's a lot of mobs. There is a good amount of loot, to be fair. We even get myself a few diamonds, but I have to say, I was having a blast down here. Even found one of those fake chests again. There wasn't any good loot over here, sadly, but hey, I was still having a lot of fun in these caves. Still in the caves on day 9, and just to show you how badly we was getting beaten up, my boots broke. Also, there was a lot of turds. Now, I don't know what you could do with them. I'm sure there's something cool you could do with them, but I don't know. And apart from some more diamonds, not that many to be fair, well, there was some classic Kerp and Havenhand shenanigans going on.
No! No, he's coming in! Oh! Shield! Oh, poison!
Oh, that was funny.
There's so much happening.
We were done caving, and I need to get some wood. The chance arose on day 10 as more Wandering Traders spawned, and would you look at this pickaxe? Efficiency 5, Fortune 4, Mending, Unbreaking 5. The definition of a god pickaxe. Well, we wanted some. Thing is, we didn't have enough emeralds at all, and we also needed someone to stay around so the villager wouldn't actually despawn, so the plan was simple. Austin left to a nearby village to get himself some emeralds, and I was going to be on babysitting duty. Just have to sit around and not do anything stupid.
Oops.
What?
I may have thrown a rocket and it hit the Wandering Trader. It didn't kill it, but not my surprise.
You're an idiot.
Anyway, Austin's back, and he made himself the trade. And then I tried to do the trade, and oh, you can only trade once. God damn. Well, at least I could settle my pain by doing a little bit of enchanting. We've been in this game for 10 days. How do neither of us have any lapis? So on day 11, I went back into the cave to get myself some lapis. A name tag as well I found. I got a really stupid idea. You guys are gonna love it. Anyway, after getting a couple of lapis veins, I headed back to enchant, where I got the stupidest joke ever. Now, the invisible horse that Austin had all the way back in the first couple of days, he actually did name it Larry, and I thought it'd be really funny to change the name to Larry with one R. Is it gonna be funny? No, but eventually it will come up and I'll be able to be like, Austin, why are you spelling Larry one R? What are you, an idiot? And he'll be like, huh? And that'll be really funny. Other than that, I was looking at minigun things. Day 12, I'm going to the Nether. Oh, hey, a temple, sweet. It did have some more goodies in for your boy, and there was also a boss. Oh, look at that, there it is.
Stop throwing the goddamn crossbow when I'm next to you.
Well, I'm sorry that it targets you.
So honestly, this Nether trip wasn't very successful at all, and so we decided to head back for the time being. Oh, I also learned, I don't even know how to say this, but I learned how to fart. I have no idea how I did it, so yeah, do what you will with that information. Day 13 came, and Austin actually showed me a map that he found a couple of days ago, and so we decided, let's just head towards it. I mean, how long will it take until we get distracted is the real question. It was 2 minutes, and we found ourselves a dungeon. At this point, our gear is good enough that we don't need to really worry too much about the cave, so getting free loot was kind of easy. Did end up going a bit further down.
Damn, what? I think I'm possessed.
Out of everything you could have said in that moment, that is not what I expected.
Dude, okay, I opened this box and like a ghost appeared out of it, and then he hit me and he vanished, and I think he went inside of me.
You know, it doesn't even surprise me. I feel like it should, but it doesn't even surprise me with this mod pack.
We were still searching the caves on 14, and honestly, the further we got down, the harder the mobs got. Also, the better the loot got, so it was pretty good. Also, good news. In my time, I was able to get myself 8 ender pearls, which kind of just saves time when we need to hunt enderman. The bad news is, I'm taking a lot of stuff, and I have no idea how to use any of it. At least we can head home and dump whatever we've got. Speaking of, I should probably make myself some more space. Did you know you guys can make bigger chests in this mod pack? pack. Look at this big, look at all that storage. God, this is great. So we got to day 15 and what would, oh, the map, right. Anyway, let's not get any distractions. Oh, that's cute. Look at these cool new biomes as well. That's adorable. Oh, hey, a Mesa temple. Nope, we're not going in. We're not getting distracted. We are moving on. Oh, hey, and broken nether portal. Flying is not enabled on this server? I was flying? By the time I got back on the server, it was day 16. There was honestly nothing to the portal, and then I went AFK. Very successful day. When I got back on day 17, we kept moving towards the map. It didn't look like we were getting any closer. We even started boating at one point, but no closer. We did find this big house, but still wasn't the map. You probably wondered what was in this house, and I wondered the same thing on day 18. There was nothing good, just death. But hey, at least good news, we got bigger on the map finally. If it wasn't for all this lag that we were receiving, we would be schmoving. And by the time we got on the map, it was day 19. We even found ourselves another meteor. It was nothing great though. And then we found ourselves a purple village. Strange. It turns out this was a pillager camp, and oh god, does everything hurt. To be honest with you, apart from the lag, we was honestly fine. The loot was, was it really worth coming here? It's really hard to say, but we did get a second map. Oh yeah, here we go again. So after setting a new waystone on day 20, we headed towards the new map where we found a stronghold? No, it turns out this was a catacomb, and oh boy, was it the hardest structure we have entered yet. There was a lot of mobs, so many narrow corridors, barely hanging in there at times. We were still searching the catacombs on day 21 where we found ourselves a boss.
Lady Edward the Manly. That's an interesting combination.
Yeah, we ain't killing this boss, it's just time for us to leave. Not before checking out these zombie noises where I found myself a zombie spawner. Neat. Got this coffin thing that Austin got a couple of days ago, and I'm not really sure what happened there, but I guess I might be possessed too. Moving on day 22, and we were now on the map where we found ourselves a pirate ship, which, well, that's a lot of pirates. Oh boy. Honestly, there really wasn't much to deal with here, and the gear was kind of meh at best, but at least it burnt nicely. Very nicely. Anyway, another cool feature this mod pack has is waystones. So because Austin brought one with him, he was able to place it down and we was able to teleport back home just like that. Anyway, all the gear that I have, let's dump it away, and it's time for me to repair my armor. Honestly, things were going really well. So when day 23 came, one of the features that this mod pack has is something called mine colonies. Simply put, you can make your own little town, and that's what I wanted to do. Now the great news about this is that Mr. Curve, the person who I am playing with, has actually had a lot of experience playing mine colonies. He was able to guide me along the way to making stuff. The first thing that I need is some wood.
Oh, god damn it.
Now, it may take a few attempts. I mean, it's nobody's fault. Let's not point fingers. Hey, stop pointing fingers at me. It wasn't my fault. But we got ourselves some builder huts set up. Simply put, you need builder huts to make builders so builders can, well, build things. I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. Did take a full day to sort, like, but who's counting? Day 24, and look at him go. Our boy Dallas is hard at work. To make things simple for you, to create something from a mine colony, the builder will request certain blocks that they need to build to get, and so we have to bring them the building blocks so they can build the thing that we are requesting. And so I got to work collecting as much as I can. Had to get myself some oak. I was making some things here or there, but by the end of the day we had everything that he needed sorted. And on day 25, me and Austin had an agreement. Why do we have one builder's hut when we can have a second? And so we repeated the process of making ourselves a Shire builder hut. Listen, it might not look like much, but because of how small-brained I am at times, these simple tasks are really fun to do, and so it's easily able to just fill it and have a second builder's hut being built by the second day. The thing is, this takes time to build, so we're gonna have to leave for the time being. Also, a little side story for you. A couple of days ago, one of the wandering traders actually had a totem of undying for trade, and so I bought it. That totem of undying has vanished. I have no idea where. The one problem I was having on day 26 was, well, I had no food. And so I ran into the nearby plains to kill myself as many cows and chickens as I could.
Oh no, this cow's got a baby with it. Anyway.
Murder the baby.
No, I'm gonna leave the baby.
Murder the baby.
I'm not gonna murder the baby.
Murder the baby.
Stop saying murder the baby.
Murder the baby.
You sound like freaking Palpatine. Do it.
Do it.
Also, something interesting in this mod pack. Sugarcane and cactuses, which usually have a 4-block limit, I believe, don't in this mod pack. They will just infinitely grow until, I don't know, yeah. I like to think by the end of the 100 days, they'll be all the way in the sky. That'd be kind of funny.
Found the totem of undying.
Okay, where was it?
On my belly. If I die, I think... Okay, that just looked wrong.
So I went caving. The main plan is that we had very little diamonds, and so I needed to go and get some.
found any diamonds yet.
We got some more wandering traders here. Oh, one's got a sharpness 10 axe with looting 5.
What is hitting me? That's insane. You should get that, by the way.
And one has a notch apple.
Oh.
We have 5 emeralds.
I don't know why I'm taking damage. There's nothing around me.
3 emeralds.
Oh, I'm starving to death.
No.
My god.
Luckily, thanks to the cool pickaxe and some vein mining, this should be really easy to do. After getting myself a couple of veins of diamonds, I found myself a dark gem and began looking into it. It looks complicated. When day 28 came, I got myself 65 diamonds and I was done caving. I was also just looking at more stuff where I actually saw something for the Twilight Forest. I know the Twilight Forest has been around for a while. I've never gone in the Twilight Forest before, so it would be really cool for us to go in there. So it was time for me to head home in my strip mine, whatever way it was. This way, maybe? We'll run around for a bit. A skeleton just fell on me.
Probably not healthy.
Oh, hey, cool, a windmill. Anyway, let's make myself diamond tools, and the builders are working away. Anyway, we have a Twilight Forest to enter, and so it was time for us to go in. So, for those who don't know, apparently the Twilight Forest has 3 main bosses, and we was very lucky to spawn right next to the first one. Turns out that we were fighting the Naga. I wonder what that is. Oh god, it's huge, it's massive! I mean, to be fair, it was not difficult at all. Our gear was just so good. After very quickly killing it, we got a head. Now, we did forget to make a note of the portal, but after heading back and saving the coordinates, I also found this mountain thing. Apparently, it's a little mine colony of sorts, so it was worth interesting to check it out. Honestly, there wasn't really anything cool down here, just some weird purple spiders and some cool tools, I guess, but honestly, nothing special. On day 30, one of the things that the Naga did drop was its scales, and you were able to make some pretty cool and pretty good armor from it, and so I made myself some pants. And then we found ourselves a maze. The loot was, again, kind of meh. Now, the other 2 bosses we actually had to go and find, and the next one was apparently in a very, very big castle. And so we split up looking for said castle. Do you know what I found? Pain, and lots of it. Ooh boy, a lot of pain. I found a biome that basically gives you hunger all the time. I found a swamp that basically sets you alight all the time. Overall, it was just a very painful experience. We did find a Hydra, but unfortunately that is boss 3, not boss 2, so we'll just save the coordinates of this one and then see if we can find the second boss first. After shortly entering day 31, and well, that looks pretty big and castle-y, so let's head in. I found myself some new boosts, which was, you know, nice. New things are always nice. And after searching the tower and finding many a mob, we found the boss. Okay, I don't know how to explain this, but the boss was... I don't know how we killed the boss, but we did. I really wish there was more that I could tell you about how we did it or what happened, but honestly, it was kind of laggy, and I don't really know what was happening, but hey, we did it. It was cool. We'll just say because of my masterful skills, I was able to kill it. Are we all okay with that? Cool, cool. Long story short, though, I got myself a zombie scepter. Isn't that cool? I am low on food, though, so shout out to Austin for getting me these snacks. It turns out there is one more step that we need to do before we can go and fight the Hydra, and so on day 32, we headed back to the swamp that had the hunger effect. Well, the hunger effect had now cleared. Instead, we had found ourselves a dungeon, which is exciting, I know. That being said, what in the world are those things? What is that? Luckily, I've got a zombie sector, so I don't have to fight it, let my zombies deal with it. Just want to point out that this is Minecraft. I'm playing Minecraft. So after going through it all, getting a cool bow, may I add, we found ourselves the boss, the Minotaur thing. Now this is gonna be epic.
Oh, this is gonna go so easily. Easy.
Well, at least we did it. Apparently, the reason we need to do it because we need to eat this Meef Stroganoff, which apparently stops fire. I don't know either. I'm just following Austin's instructions. Well, on day 33, when that came, it's time for us to take the Hydra. Oh, there's a new boss over there. All right, let's take him first. All right, nice. That was not too bad. Anyway, now let's go and take the Hydra. Oh, God, that's a big boy. Ooh, that's a big boy. It did take us a second to realize how exactly to damage it because we were just not being able to do damage for a while, but we was able to eventually, after honestly not too hard of a fight, take down the Hydra. All 3 bosses were done. We are just unstoppable. However, Austin tells me that there is potentially a 4th boss in the Twilight Forest, a giant in the clouds, and I would love to stab him.
Diamonds.
Where?
Here.
Where?
There!
I'm sorry, I can't see anything because it's dark. Oh, I see them now.
Well, I wanted to stab the giant at least. Austin was a bit meh about it, and so on day 34 I decided let's return home for the time being. We can come back later and potentially see about killing the giant. I wanted to take a break from murdering and running myself anyway, so it wasn't too bad. I want to get back to working on my little town and see what we can build with that one. And with the builder's huts complete, we can now actually work on the town hall itself. But of course, to do that, I am going to require me to get some resources again, so I was running around doing that. When day 35 came, Austin actually made himself something really useful, and that was a scroll. Simply put, this scroll you can link to the builder's hut, and now you can see exactly what the builders need without returning to the hut. It just cuts out the middleman. It's very useful. Speaking of useful, I can actually upgrade the backpacks that I had, and look at the space now. Oh boy, I am never going to need a chest again. And then I needed some wood, and thanks to vein mining, well, that's a lot of wood. On day 36, the first things first was I did myself some very poor level 30 enchants. Honestly, none of this was great, which is kind of meh. And then it was a bunch of faffing around, getting the stuff in. Some stuff you basically had to build in a different crafting table that required you to be exact, because if it's not exact, they won't accept it. It was a whole spiel. But by the end of the day, I had it all completed, and now we can start work on the town hall. Day 37 came, and I don't know how many people that are watching this will actually play mine colonies, but does anyone get really satisfied by just watching them work? That's just me, just so relaxing. It's nice. After that, I helped Austin work on his build. All it really needed was dirt, and safe to say I got some quite quickly, and then it was on to getting some more wood too. Day 38 came, and did you know that Austin found himself an infinity book a while back? Such a shame it went missing, and oh god, it's accidentally fallen on my bow. Anyway, after emptying my inventory yet again, I headed back into the Nether. Want to get myself some blaze rods, because eventually soon we want to talk about going to the end. But we did forget about this boss when we was in here. Look at easy win, easy W. Come on guys, easy win. And look at that, there's another boss over there. Another easy win, another W. This is crazy easy. Okay, this one's taking a second. Just a second. Take your time, Havenhand. Alright, okay, there, cool. We got him. Once day 39 came, and why is the screen black? Oh, I didn't record day 39. Oh, I'm a moron. To be fair, not too much happened. I did find myself a fortress and got myself 10 blaze rods by day 40. Don't ask why my health is now glitched like this. It's just permanently poisoned without being poisoned, if that makes sense. The only other interesting thing that happened was I found myself a map to a bastion, and so I decided to head towards the bastion. By the time I got to the bastion, it was day 42. I started by grabbing all the gold blocks where, oh, my game just crashed, lovely. And by the time I got back onto the world, it was day 43. I started searching around some chests. I got a couple of ancient debris pieces and a lodestone, which is kind of useless with waypoints, but other than that, there wasn't anything too special. Anyway, it's time to head home. I got back on day 45. Our town hall was also completed. Austin had made the most satanic thing I'd ever seen in my entire life. Pretty good for levels though. I did use those levels that I got to fix my diamond chest plate. This diamond chest plate was actually plus 11 armor, so I definitely want to use it. And then we watched our town hall be built. Fantastic stuff. Next up on day 46, we need ourselves a guard tower. Luckily, it wasn't too hard to make the block and get all the stuff, and then it was just about leaving him to, well, build said guard tower. One thing we did forget to do was we actually need to name our colony something good. I wonder if any of you guys will get this reference, or you know, maybe you should check just in case. I started day 47 by getting a pretty swell axe, I'd say maybe 6 out of 10, and then I made a house. Not for me, I'm not good at build, but I get a builder to build it. Say that 3 times fast. I got it put down. Does need an extra builder though, but unfortunately both of our builders at the moment are in the process of building something else. At least I could set up later for when the time comes for me to do the necessary build. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build an extra farming block as well and put that down. I started day 48 by getting some extra wood, which is incredibly easy to do now that I got the super axe. And then it was planting some saplings, and then I'm not gonna lie, I just watched the builders build some more. Pretty much it. I did also help a little bit with the build. They only have wooden pickaxes, so they actually can't break the ores down here, so luckily I'm there to help. I'm just a good mayor. I'm just a good town owner, I know. I will show this really cool storage shack that Austin made on day 49. Very useful for, well, storage. And then I, well, just watched the builders build some more. God, I need to get some friends. And now that the guard tower is built, we could work on the residence or the farm, but an extra thing you can do is you can actually upgrade your buildings. This will cause the builders to be able to use better tools as well be able to build faster, and so we decided to do that instead. And so on day 50, well, upgrade the builder's hut. Of course, I'm going to need more resources, so Edit Haven, can you just, oh, thank you, perfect. All right, he's off to work himself. So on day 51, we forgot something else with mine colonies. It turns out you actually have to kind kind of feed your mine colony guys, they'll eventually die. Not my fault. Austin was supposed to let me know this kind of thing, so let me just fix that one really quickly. And then it was, well, back to watching them build. See, this building here is actually a tavern, which would be very useful if we had it, but unfortunately, after 5 days, something like 40% done. Now, I'm fairly confident this would be faster if the server wasn't as laggy as it was, but there's not really much we can do about it. Though I shouldn't be complaining too much because the builder's hut has now been upgraded to tier 2, so I can set that guy off to do the residence. And you know how it is on day 52. You fill the resources, have it done like that. Now I'm actually going to help them dig a little bit to see if I can speed up the process. And as I mentioned, now that I've upgraded the builder's hut, well, now I can actually give them better tools. So I was able to give this guy stone tools to build. It's not even necessarily that he's building quicker with the stone tools, it's just the fact that I don't have to replace them every 2 seconds compared to the wooden tools, which is fantastic. And then on day 53, I became a proper businessman because Austin made me a clipboard. Basically, the villagers will have requests on the kind of things that they want, and you can actually track them using said clipboard. The guard tower villager wanted some leather armor, so not a problem at all. Here you go. So with the builds nearly done on 54, me and Austin planned out our next task. We wanted to go to the end. A slight concern we did have was we wasn't on a massive amount of ender pearls in our chest, but we did actually find ourselves some enderman spawn eggs along the way, and because of an axe that Austin has, which has a bunch of fortune on it, we shouldn't really struggle too much about getting an extra ender pearl. Also, I found a voodoo monkey, just don't question it, move on. And then I went back to watching the build. Shocking, I know. Except this time I actually had a reason. We had to wait until the night time to come so we could kill the enderman. And once the night time did come, obviously we killed the enderman. We had enough pearls now, good stuff. On day 55, I did actually notice on my mini map that there was a little village over there, and so I decided to head towards it. It turns out that Austin had already searched it, so there was really nothing special, but today's the day that the tavern will get done. I can't believe how long it's taken. What? What do you mean it's not done? It's gonna take an extra day? Alright, fine. Here we are on day 56 where it's finally done. Again, shouldn't have taken that long. We move on. Anyway, I put the villager on the farm, went to go get the resources, the usual, but there is something new. What the tavern does is it allows new villagers to come to your village to be actually able to join the village so you can actually have more villagers. We just have to recruit them, and in this case, we only have to give this one a little bit of lapis. And with the tavern as well, they can now sleep, which actually boosts their stats as well, which is fantastic. It was on day 57 where it was finally time for us to head towards the end, but first it was time for me to see if my prank would work.
Okay.
Take your horse, by the way.
No, because I don't want to.
Oh, is he here? Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Larry?
Are you an idiot?
Dude, you definitely changed that on me.
Change. I did.
You
what?
100%
No,
you
I absolutely
100%
did not. You were an idiot.
I'm checking my recording.
Yeah, are you serious?
I'm checking my recording.
We have like 20 hours, well, maybe like 15 hours worth of recording. You're checking whether I played a prank on you?
Yup.
Oh my
pretty
God.
much.
Alright, I'll save you
pretty
time.
much.
I'll save you time. I did, but
Yeah. That's what I thought. I wasn't even checking the recording. I just knew it was a matter of time before you broke.
Well, it's just, time to dilly-dally because we're supposed to kill a dragon.
Anyway, I gave Dallas your mum, and then we headed out towards the end. We will not return for about 20 days. So it was on day 59 where we actually found ourselves a new village. Nothing special, but look at this pupper. It's a Sheba. Oh my God, it's adorable. I love it. Anyway, we threw a new eye, and he was actually heading backwards, so we knew he was at the right location. And after a very quick dig down, I dug straight into the stronghold. And then it was searching around the stronghold to see if we could find the portal. Not gonna lie, the loot here was kinda, we were still gonna search around. The portal was found on day 60. Let's jump it. Oh God, it's laggy. Oh God, it's so laggy. Also, there's an orange boss, which, you know, screwed that. Let's just fight the dragon, wherever the dragon is. Where is this dragon? What's going on here? So don't ask me why, but the dragon was just invisible. We don't know what happened. We don't know how to fix it. So we did the only thing we could at the time, and that was to, well, reset the server. The thing is, this actually worked when we got back on the server, but it was a very strange end fight. Between him getting stuck in the air and not taking damage at times, it's hard to exactly explain, but hey, at least we beat him. We did it easy. And the thing is, the main reason for us to go to the end wasn't necessarily to fight the dragon, but because there is a whole new end here with completely different biomes, and well, we're gonna search around. It took us until day 61 to find something, and it was a end mine shaft, which was definitely weird. Weird though was that there was just a netherite chest plate on the floor, and well, look at how good this chest plate is. Now look at at my hearts, they're now turning yellow. I have so much health here. I am never going to die. Honestly, apart from some blue bombs that I found in some chests, there's nothing really special here. Though we did find ourselves an end city on day 62. It was a pretty standard end city apart from the end ship, which was weirdly crashed on the floor. Also, I ate a dragon eye and got 2 extra hearts, you know, the usual. But there was a new biome over here and decided to check it out. Apart from some permanent-ish levitation, there was nothing too amazing here until I saw, well, that. Now I could easily sit here and commentate what it was like to enter this thing, but instead, I'm just gonna let Live Haven, just why don't you enjoy the fun of this?
Bro, the Imperial March. Oh, bridge faster.
Go, 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 go.
I'm trying.
Okay. Put the feeding upgrading to your back.
Just open your bag and it'll be on the left side.
Why did I teleport? I just teleported.
I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door. Open the door.
Come on. It's in. Open. Come on.
Last spawner. Okay. Out of everything that happened to me, to my day today, this is not at the top of that list.
Going up. Okay.
Okay. This was a mistake. Well, that was miserable.
That was insane.
Yeah. It was on day 64, and we actually found ourselves another end city, but this one actually had a ship. Just gonna quickly grab me that elytra, no biggie. And then I found myself a chest with a heart jewel in, and what this means is that I'm actually gonna get 2 extra pieces of hearts, which, well, I'm not gonna complain about that. I mean, look at now, I have green hearts. Green! I am so stacked. Searching more on day 65, and though I did find this really cool looking end temple, there was just nothing in it, so let's move on. And it was on day 66 that Austin actually found himself an Avery, and once I headed over, we entered in. I'm not gonna lie, I hated this place. Phantoms are annoying enough, but there were these skeletons in most of the areas that when they shoot you, they give you levitation and slowness, and I hated it so much. I wanted to leave here as soon as we got in. And so that's pretty much what I did. So have fun, Austin. See you later. We pretty much ignored most things, but it was by day 70 that we finally found a second end city that actually had a ship on it. Austin will finally get his elytra, and we can finally go home, in which we did on day 72. After dumping everything on day 73, I noticed my auto eater, which was an upgrade that I got in my backpack. Well, it accidentally ate one of my uber apples, which was just really stupid. And then it was just a bit of mine colony stuff we did for the rest of the day, just to tweak some things, make sure everything's okay before we settled for the night. And after bugging Austin enough on day 74, we decided that we were finally gonna go back to the Twilight Forest and get myself that giant's head. I cannot wait to murder it. First, I need to just enchant my pickaxe. Oh, come on. Anyway, after many attempts, I did get it. Also redid my bow, which was pretty good. And then we went in. Unfortunately, the Twilight Forest, well, it was just not gonna be my friend. It was just really laggy, and it was always really laggy for Austin, and it was kind of laggy for me, but in this case, it was really laggy. And so we just made the decision that it's probably best to just leave this one. I know I'm as disappointed as you are. I really wanted to fight this giant, but I guess we'll just have to do something else. The new plan we made on day 75 was actually to go and find all the modium. What is all the modium? Simple. A special kind of ore just for the all the mods mod pack, which is basically stronger than netherite. The only place you could find it though is deep dark biomes, and it's quite rare. So luckily we knew where one was on the map and started searching it, but this was definitely going to take a while. The good news is it does get affected by fortune, and by day 80 I had myself enough pieces with Austin to have 50 pieces of all the modium, which is basically a full set of armor. Anyway, it's time for us to head home. We was cooking up everything by day 82, and after faffing around with plates and whatnot, it's stupid that you just can't make it, we finally got ourselves an all the modium sword. It is a pretty strong sword, and I also made myself an all the modium pickaxe, which sucked compared to my netherite one. This netherite one was like modded, so it's so much better, so the all the modium one was kind of a waste admittedly, but what can you do? At least it looked cool. This is the armor that Austin built, by the way, on day 83. This is the all the modium armor. Again, it looks cool, but it's just nowhere near as good as the armor that I currently have. Also, look how high the sugarcane has grown. Isn't that great? We decided that the only other real thing we want to talk about doing is actually getting ourselves a full beacon. It was time for us to go mining. I did a little bit more micromanagement on day 84 just to make sure everything was in order, and then we headed down into the caves looking for iron. I don't think I've shown too much of the vein mining and mining because it is kind of just not that entertaining, but pretty much this was the easiest thing in the world to do, just to keep mining and just find as much iron as I could. Wasn't a problem at all. In fact, it only took until 92 for me and Austin together get our iron together. I feel like it could have been quicker, but with all the extra ores that were there, it was definitely filling up where iron would usually be. Anyway, it's time to head up and cook. We began cooking the iron on day 93, and even with upgraded furnaces and an automatic cooker, this was definitely going to take a minute. So it's pretty much just time for us to stand around a bit and get to work on other things. For example, I set up a mine for the mine colony, and with the last of the resources I gave the builder on day 94, it was time for us to take on the Wither. Now, I fought Withers with much worse gear, so shockingly enough, this was probably one of the easiest Wither fights I have ever had. I don't even know what to say about it. Also, the poison heart glitch is back for some weird reason. I'm not really sure why, but then we'll move on. And now, I'm going to be honest with you, there wasn't really much left to do. We have some iron that needed to cook, and we had some colonies that need to be built, and so we just spent our time, well, waiting. The iron completed, and we built all the blocks on day 99 and made ourselves a full beacon. The mine colonies had built the mine, the residence, the tavern, and done everything, and I had so much fun playing with mine colonies. I definitely need to give it another look in the future. And well, we was done. We watched the sunset one last time, and we slept to get day 100.